Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for...
Wide, 622. Big stop, G. Big stop.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. 3rd and long. It's Lock. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That's a first down with a cherry on top. 31 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
First down, a run with Cohen. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 44, Luck. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. J.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll drop the throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
No, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
A terrific return, 30 yards all in all. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Cohen. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. A shotgun snap for Lott. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 11th touchdown of the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Set, ready. Not a wolf. Mike 50. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, motion. Check. Fresno. Check 3. Go.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the right. That's caught inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
36 yards. That's another Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Panthers nothing.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Switch, switch, switch.
They'll run it with Scarlett, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. J.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Block. Forced out to his left. Pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Go! 54 months. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Mike's 54. Come.
Throwing his lock. He's got his man. That's Wallace. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Here's Locke. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's McCaffrey. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning. So maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Just like that.
Back to throw here. Open man is Samuel, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
He'll drop to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Luck. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
From the gun on third down, Luck. And a throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Jannard Avery in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. On first down, Luck got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11B. 64. Alpha.
To throw is Luck. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on third down, Luck. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes. They can take the play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He finds Hopkins complete. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The stop for no gain brings brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the edge. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Shoot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Ed Oliver racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come on.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Luck eluding the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll start out here with the option left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Got it. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Man, I got you.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
It's now 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
3 down. Switch.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Who's off focus?
Out. Wide, get wide.
Try 40, easy, alert. Close.
After the interception, it's Luck. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Luck now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DeAndre Hopkins with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Marr, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11.
This is Cohen. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. From the gun, here's Luck. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Throwing now, Luck. And that is incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go, baby.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Hey, look. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Here we go. 50.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And that will write a finish to this ball game.